everybody, Sandy here for My Besties. This is a YouTube Tuesday special video, and I'm going to be showing you how to do basic, no fussy coloring. And to make this coloring pop, you're going to be using some stickles and glossy accents, and let's just go ahead and get started. So first off, I went ahead and I stamped this image. I stamped it a little thicker than normal, so you can kind of see here how it's really thick, some of the lines. And then I went ahead and heat embossed it with clear embossing so you can feel that it's raised all around the image. And that's going to help when I color with the markers to make sure they don't spread. Now on this one, you can see I just did a just basic stamp one time down. You can see how the lines are much thinner. However, on the other one, because I wasn't going to be adding a lot of dimension with coloring, I went ahead and I did the lines just a little bit thicker in my stamping. So I just made sure the stamp was just a little more juicy than normal. Grabbing out my Spectrum Noir markers, I'm going to go ahead and use those to color. And we're not going to, like I said, we're not going to do a lot of blending. So you just need your basic colors. And for these markers, I do have, they're all Spectrum, but they are a little bit different. So I have, this one is the first generation Spectrum Noir. And then let me grab the second generation. They changed it and they made the barrel just a little different, like a hexagon, I guess. And now they have a third generation, which is the Spectrum Noir Illustrator. And those tips are more like Copic marker tips. But all of them work together, all in the same formula, so it doesn't matter which ones you have. Now, the stamp I used was the Bestie one. I'll have it below in the description, so if you wanted to check it out, I'll have that for you. Now, when you're coloring, all you're going to do is just fill in the spots with the colors, almost like a coloring book. Nothing fancy. Like I said, you don't have to worry about looking for shadows and lighting, and we're going to take this image, and it's basically going to be a flat image. We're not adding dimension with color. We're going to do that later on. So first off, I have the hearts. So I'll go ahead and fill in the hearts, and I'm going to just fill the whole heart in. Okay, there we go. Simple. And now I'm going to go ahead and do the bow. We'll change up the color. We'll go from red to a pink. And I'm really liking these new markers. They just came out this year. And they're very affordable. And you can use them with Copics. So that's a plus too. Now with the embossing, I can go ahead and color and not worry about the ink spreading. It does spread a little bit. And so what I'm doing is just basically coloring in the middle of the image. So it just kind of wicks out just a little bit. And then I go back and I just draw a nice little line and make sure that the whole image is filled out. So you do want to be careful with markers because they do spread a little bit. But like I said, the embossing does help. It kind of keeps the color in. So we'll speed this up. And that way you don't have to watch me and be here all day. So I'm starting with the skin. Simple. Color it in. Don't worry. Usually I do like 3 different colors and a peach and a light peach, and not even worrying about it. We'll go to the hair and then over to the cup. Just doing the basic brown. I think it's natural brown EB2. And then I'm using ivory FSN. These are on those illustrators. And I have lavender LV1 and amethyst LV3 for the clothes. And then the pink I'm using is cocktail pink, and that's PP6. And then the last one is blossom, and that's PP1. And then, like I said, at the end, that's when we're going to go ahead and bling her out a little bit. And that's where we can make her just a little more fancified. So I'm going to go ahead and do a basic easel card. And I'm going to use the oval die, so it's going to be a shaped card. So I'm just going to go ahead and start on my card base and cut all my elements out that I need. Okay, my card is put together, so now I'm going to pull out some of the things we're going to use. So one tool that's really easy to use is Stella. These are glitter pens. It's a brush tip, and what's nice is it just gives you a nice little shimmer without adding any bulk to the image. So I'm going to go ahead and do the hearts and shimmer those out. So I guess if you're going to do basic coloring where you're not going to add any dimension with the coloring, then you're going to need to use the stickles or the Nuvo crystals or the Stella, something just to give it a little sparkle, a little bling. So I did the socks and I did the hearts with the Stella. And now this is just a clear gloss, but they have a ton of different colors. I'm going to go ahead and do the bow. And you really can't tell on the video, but when I'm holding up the card, I can tell really nicely how the shimmer just kind of pops out. Now I'm going to grab out my stickles, and I absolutely love my stickles. These are diamond stickles. Diamond stickles go with everything because the colors will peek through. So I'm just going to get an awesome sparkle with stickles. And like I said, when this is all said and done, she's going to be blinging. And who needs any fancy coloring? So if you're not a colorist or not, little intimidated by all the coloring, throw on some glitter. Throw on some bling. Throw on some stickles. And these are cheap. You can get these under $2 at the craft store. And any markers would do. You can even use like Bic markers or any kind of markers that you have, since you're not doing any blending. Any kind of markers will work, even Crayola markers. And here I'm going to do the cup. I'm just kind of checking out to see how much I want on. And I'm not going to bling out the whole cup. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of do it on the one side where the line's a little thicker. And that's going to help add some dimension too. So every time I put some stickles on, I just kind of wave it just to kind of see where they're laying at and make sure I don't go quite overboard. That's the key, moderation. Go light, you can always add more. The last thing you want is a big glob of stickle glue right smack in the middle of your newly colored image. And finally, I'm going to do the letter. I love, love, love to take letters and stickle them out. Talk about bling. You don't even need stickers at the craft store. Any of your die cuts you can use the stickles with and make your own sticker looking stickers. And let me pull it up here so you can kind of see. Check that out. Oh, it looks so nice. Okay, Nuvo crystals. That's another way to add some dimension. Now, I don't want to change my color, but you can definitely, I could have colored the bow, the hair bow, with the Nuvo crystals, and it would have been puffy and it would have been satiny looking, and that would have turned out really cute. Right now, I just added some dots down by the sentiment. And they even have Nuvo crystals. So this one is kind of like the diamonds. It's there's some glitter sparkly. The difference is the Nuvo crystals will stay puffy, whereas the stickles dry flat. And then last but not least, if you look on the shine on the pants, I did go ahead and add some glossy accents. And that's really cool because that just kind of made the pants pop a little. And there you have it. There is my card. So I hope you liked it. And that is it for me. Until next time. Bye-bye.